thinking rockets are cool, and they are cool or something. And I mean, come on, my friends. The guy should be talking about, again, anti-gravity. He knows that we're living through an anti-gravity space travel revolution. There's no question about it. Through the military-industrial complex, these covert military civilizations, there's no doubt about it. And there's a lot of slave labor involved in this too, my friends. Trust me. When you've got major covert production, which they do on the moon and Mars, and you could see it, or at least see the structures, you need a lot of labor. And we know here on Earth, my friends, there's been a lot of slave labor from the beginning of time. Again, the number one economic driver is warfare and slavery. So don't doubt it, my friends. Okay? And we need to be aware of that too. And so again, we're producing the resources to go into space, my friends. It's amazing times. And but what gets me, my friends, and when you talk about the secret space program, and Dolan didn't mention this, but you really should anytime you talk about it, because it's important, is that what has the military done, the deep state, largely? They have taken trillions of dollars, stolen trillions of dollars for private interests. They're using public money, the theft of trillions, for private interests, for the private space companies, for the secret space program, my friends. And that's not right. You don't steal trillions of dollars. I mean, again, Catherine, $21 trillion, my friends, is missing since 1998. It's more than that now, because that was a couple years ago. And Professor Skidmore, as I told you, from the University of Michigan, I said this in another video, I think, he helped her get that hard figure, my friends, with 15 or 20 of his brightest accountants. They documented that. It's been reported worldwide now. Thankfully so, my friends. So that's great transparency, finally, on the black budget, And again, that 2.3 trillion that Rumsfeld came out with that year, some people think it's 7 to 8 trillion actually that year, but even the 2.3, that is more than each individual pays for tax that year. That's more like, obviously more than 100% of the US budget, isn't it? The appropriations. I mean, just astronomical amounts, my friends, we're talking. So there doesn't have to be any poor people, probably, I would argue, right, in the United States, I don't think, based on those numbers, even the 21 trillion, let alone you've got $50 trillion now, my friends. We talked about it on the live stream with Joe, because Joe wanted me to talk about the missing trillions, right? He saw one of my videos. A lot of this is through Catherine Austin Fitts' amazing research and expertise, my friends, and what she's found. You've got an estimated $50 trillion, because all you have to do is you add up the various bailouts, the quantitative easing, the pump and dump of the stock markets, some of the financial manipulations, insider trading stuff. Anyway, so you're able to calculate, it was 40 trillion a couple years ago. Now she's at 50 trillion, she's estimated, shifted out of North America systems, my friends, into something else. It's just incredible. And so the question is, my friends, that 50 trillion that's gone out the back door, where is it going? Well, Joe and I got into it on the live stream, and other people have been trying to figure it out. It's a space-based economy, largely, and some of those trillions are for sure the underground, under-ocean bases that we have worldwide, right? And the other question is, Joe asked me on the live stream, my friends, he actually said, where's the 50 trillion going? More specifically, my friends, the question we have to ask ourselves too is, how much is it for off-world investment, that being the covert production major on the moon and Mars, no question about it, for decades now. You see the anomalies, the domes on the moon, the towers on the moon. Dolan, I can't remember if he got into the actual structures that have been seen on the moon. I think he did through some whistleblowers that came out, but you could see this on videos, my friends. People are making a living literally on YouTube channels showing the amazing structures on the moon. I'm glad they're doing it. So anyway, how much is the 50 trillion for off-world investment, right? How much is that designed for the sort of the effort to have control over the world government of this planet, my friends, right? How much is to assert that global governance of the whole planet versus how much is to re-engineer manufacturing for the North American economy? Because they do want to retrench manufacturing back to America, my friends. But as Catherine's described, they're sort of stuck in the mud. They've encountered more salt taffy than they expected. And same with the G7, G20, my friends. That's a push, an effort to have a global, a world governance there. And we can't allow that to happen, my friends. We need to fight for our freedom. We all have the right to freedom, liberty, and happiness, as I said, right? that comes out of the Constitution. It's our divine right, my friends. And just like, you know, let's get honesty on this secret space program, my friends. I understand the military needs some secrets. I get that, you know. And I understand some of the secrecy, and you want to protect your assets with the satellite systems. But there's, you know, the schizophrenic wall secrecy, my friends. We all know there's way too much secrecy. That breeds corruption. As I've always said, I think if you talk one-on-one with a lot of these military folks and people in the deep state, they'll tell you the same. So I got to go, my friends. Have a great day. I hope you listened to this video. Hope you found it interesting, and we'll put out more videos to come. Thank you for listening to my perspective and knowledge and insight on this, and trying to break down Dolan's live stream. But overall, he did a good job. Okay? Take care, my friends. And don't forget about the Navy. They're spearheading these huge UFO fleets. No question about it. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.